The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
This is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio family ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Spread your crack!
Man, you got to go take yourself a nap.
And the shit that fucking irks me.
That didn't rhyme edition.
AIDS attrition?
That rhyme shit.
Yeah, motherfucker.
What kind of rhyme? It was a soft rhyme. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
Like a soft, sort of like the racism that goes around in the world. You know what I'm saying? The soft white racism. Because, see, whites is racist even when they aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whites are snakes. You know how they say it. White people are snakes, but not all are poisonous, you know.
See, the reason they're racist is because they're white.
Yeah.
That means they're racist.
That makes you racist. Right.
Yeah, being white makes you racist.
Yeah, that's it.
Does, man. That's the truth, man. That's why it's beautiful, because it's the truth. See, I hate racism. I hate judging people on the color of their skin. But, man, I'm telling you, man, being white makes you racist. It does, man. And that's the thing. The reason that they don't understand that they can't judge people by the color of their skin. But they do. All of them. Because they're white. It's really stupid, man. It's pissing me off, man.
So what you gonna do about it, dog? What you gonna do about it?
I'm starting a group.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Black Poop Splatters. Because you know what? You ever hear the problem? You know why the hood smell like shit all the time?
Yeah.
Because they don't take care of those civilians, man. The white people's houses smell all good and shit, you know. But you know, our houses smell like shit, man. So, it's because they don't care about black people's shit.
Man.
Literally.
So this is gonna make them start fixing the sewers in the hood, right?
They're gonna start fixing the sewers. Yeah, now they're gonna have to wear the bulletproof vests all the time. But that's not our fault, see, because white people cause black people to shoot each other.
Yeah, I know.
Because the whites is racist.
Yeah.
See, black people. So they actually have a beam on the top of their buildings, because they have their buildings, like the White Building.
Yeah, the White House. I feel you.
There you go. See?
Yeah, even though there's a black man in there right now, but you know.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
White House. I never thought of that before, motherfucker.
Well, you know what? You gotta start thinking deep, dog. You gotta start looking into the deceptivations and the contemplations of this nation. You dig?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, the Diprecipiticans, man, I've been hearing this shit, man, around the world, dude. People are finally waking up to the fact, even white people, man, they can't realize they're racist because they're white. And if they realize they're racist, then they won't be racist, which they can't do because they're white and they're racist.
Right. But what about that one white man though that said all white people should kill themselves because they're racist? I mean, he's an enlightened white man. He's an enlightened white man.
It's almost like he like came up out the water for a second and saw the sun. And but I don't know how long he's gonna be staying there, man. Is he dead yet? Did he kill himself?
No, he ain't killed himself.
Man,
he's still preaching the word.
Cracker, man. He's just spinning lies again like crackers do.
You know,
he didn't kill himself, man. Motherfucker's still alive, the cracker motherfucker. He broke another promise to the black man. He said, he should kill himself, but he doesn't do it.
He's the cracker groundhog.
He hasn't done it yet, man.
He's the cracker groundhog, man. He talks about seeing a shadow in 6 more months of winter.
He's seeing a shadow. The shadow is what he calls us.
Yeah.
Because we're the anti. We're the pure. We're peaceful. We're the center of humanity, while the white man's like a ingrown toenail on the foot of the black man.
Yeah, I agree. But don't you think we should cut that motherfucker off?
No, man, we can't cut the toe. We gotta cut the growth off. Cause we can use the white man.
Yeah, true. We already do. I mean, I'm cool with that check I get every month. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's the government. That ain't the white man. Government ain't white, man.
Oh, but it is, man. You know.
It's rainbow, man. Cause Obama, man.
Oh yeah, but Obama don't run nothing. Obama's a dumbass fucking puppet. You know how that is.
That's true shit right there.
You know, so it's he's controlled by the white man, just like the rest of us.
That's true. He's half white, cause he ain't even true black. Like you gotta be true black.
Right.
You gotta be at least 87.75, 7.3 minus 4 to be able to be considered yourself a black person.
Exactly. And he sounds white, man.
And that's what genetics, man. The genetics are fucking getting that shit going on, man.
Yeah, I know.
The NWA, man, in the DRA strands,
man,
and the eucalyptic acid.
It's cool, man. You studied bisexuality, didn't you, when you were in?
I sure.
Man.
I sure did. I can use both hands, man.
Oh fuck yeah, that was good.
Hello,
man.
happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day.
Yeah,
all out there.
It's Christians.
I see now we're connected to Facebook, so you all get to see when I go out periodically from Skype and have to call back in and start yelling at the goddamn mic.
Yeah. You know, so you can comment on it too, like, hey fucker, call me back or some crazy shit. You know.
Yeah, I can get on Facebook and be like,
start talking shit. Actually, I've done that when I Skyped in. I think I was down there fucking with Jerkman one time. Or
I could write something on one of the streams. I could do that. I don't know if that might break the stream though, considering.
And I didn't realize that I type so damn sexy for you.
Yeah, you do, man. The sound of your typing is fucking hot, dude.
Did you get aroused?
Just the way you rephrase that, or the way you actually misspelled shit in your sentence.
It's amazing how I can do that so fast, right?
You're pretty amazing.
I look at it.
You're pretty amazing altogether.
You
need to stop selling yourself short.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, okay.
But he is short.
Fuck you.
I mean, look what he wrote. Look what he wrote. He wrote resetting. R3FTTING.
Oh, hey, I've got a little goddamn pad here to try to type too quick before you hang the fuck up and try to get it to you.
Your little pad is just your fucking little pad is no reason to have an excuse, man.
Yeah, you're right. I should have.
Hey.
I got big thumbs.
Don't you? Oh yeah.
Like you do have big thumbs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So man, I know you don't believe in all the psychic shit and the Mercury retrograde and all that crazy shit. But I don't know, man. Sometimes, like, I've heard it's supposed to affect technology, but I think it also affects people. Because, dude, like, the last week, people have just been pissing me the fuck off, dude. Just doing shit that's... I actually have a story that I want to tell. Did you see my Facebook post about the
yes,
door?
I know exactly where you're going with this, and how you and fucking Brandy had a fucking...
Oh, yeah, man. That shit...
Tear out where you just got pissed because she said you were a whiny little bitch, and then you became a whiny little bitch, but then you weren't really a whiny little bitch.
Well, it's just... Oh, go ahead.
It was just... I knew exactly what was going to happen once I saw her post. I said, I'm done with this. I'm not going to read this anymore.
Right.
There's no point in reading it.
Because you knew where I was going to go, right?
I knew you were going to go, fucking you go to bird and you get in the kitchen and get out of the kitchen. Here. If I wanted you to reply to my post, I'd post it on a public forum where everybody's able to reply to my post. God damn it, she didn't say what I wanted to hear.
Well, here's my thing, man. People will do all kinds of reckless, dumb shit to endanger people, And you know what I'm saying?
Because you've probably already told the story last night, right?
No, I didn't do a show last night, man.
Oh.
I had a speaking event. No, this story is new. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us the initial story, which is the story about how some guy wasn't looking everywhere at once and left the car door open when he thought he should have known you were there because he should always look out for you every moment of the day.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Sorry. I just didn't get that one.
Okay, well, let me explain what happened. This dumb bitch leaves her fucking car door open. I mean, wide the fuck open. You know, usually even when I'm getting in the car, I'll crack it just enough so my big ass can get in, and I don't leave the door open long. It's like, oh, get in, close the door. You know what I'm saying? This person had the door open. They're probably texting or putting on makeup or looking at Kim Kardashian's website or some dumb shit like that. So I walked by, bang into the car door, and so I turned around. I didn't even know who it was, to be honest with you. I just, shit, it could have been a burly ass dude for all I knew at the time. And I go, close your fucking car door. And then it's this chick, this young chick, and she's like, sir, I didn't realize you were walking by. I didn't see you. And I'm thinking, okay, well, still, you didn't fucking, even when you knew that I did it, you didn't even apologize. Like, oh, shit, I'm sorry, sir. At least an apology would have been okay, And
well, you said close your fucking car door. Is that what you
said? I did. I said close your...
Okay, so you were a dickhead first before she even had the chance to, because she could have been doing something else.
Well,
right?
And she may have
I
been.
wouldn't apologize to you if she said close your fucking car door. I would have said, hey, dude, my boss said, hey, I'm fucking sorry.
I should watch where the fuck you're going, Blinky.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude,
should have busted a windshield.
Like, dude, I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry I didn't fucking, but if you would have said, hey, shoot, could try to watch out next time or something. I mean, because you know exactly what she was doing.
I have no clue. I mean, I just banged into her door and I went, oh, Jesus Christ, and so
she could have been bending inside of her car, setting something and didn't see you coming.
Some dumb shit.
Well, it's not dumb shit. She had to do.
See, this is the thing that's frustrating, dude, about your shit sometimes, man. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Oh no, go ahead. Good.
Okay, because you assume like you know what side you hate when people assume how blindism is, but you assume the fuck out of sighted people about what they see, what they can't see, what they can do, what they can do, and then you get mad when people do the same exact shit to you. Yet you're doing exactly to them. Exactly the same fucking thing to people who can see. You have no idea what sight is like. What do you think? We see 360 degrees. Do you even know what 360 degrees?
Well, you know what? Though?
Wait a minute,
sighted people want to play God. Then guess what? It comes with the territory. They're now God.
And that's the funny part was he did think that at one time. He didn't know, and I actually showed him what our vision is and where our peripheral vision goes to. He thought we could see all the way around us at one time.
Well, you know what? Sometimes sighted people act so sight-perior, and this is some real shit.
Sight-perior.
And blind people act stupid all the time. You get mad at them for that too.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck yeah.
You're doing the same thing, dude. You're doing exactly the same thing. Exactly.
Well, it's just like I said. I mean, sometimes they act like they're all knowing and all great. So hey, I thought you must have seen me coming, right? You're God, Well,
yeah. It's okay. So you're gonna just basically exacerbate the problem. My thing is here. You have no idea what she was doing. You hit the door and then you turn around and curse at her and yell at her, and you expect her to do what?
Well, at least apologize.
Why? Would you?
Would I apologize? Well,
let me ask you.
I wouldn't do that to somebody. How about I just discharge a firearm and get mad at the people I shot? Hey, assholes, where are you standing there?
No, but you've run into people before and be like, hey, well, you shouldn't have been like...
No. I've run into people I'll apologize.
But wait a minute, that's also assuming that she's seen you and knew you were coming and just deliberately did that.
Well, you never know.
I doubt that. I really doubt that she left the door open going, okay, this blind man's going to come and walk into it and get pissed off and giggle.
I think she was just totally oblivious, that's all. Not paying attention.
She may have been doing something.
And that happens because she might not have been able to see you.
No, and maybe, but it kind of reminds me of the same shit with the people that sit on the stairs at work and smoke when people are coming down the fucking stairs.
Now wait a sec. Now hold on a second. Is there another way to get into your were you walking in the parking lot? So was there a way to go around that? Was it easy to get around it if you wouldn't be able to see that?
If the car door, or the people on the stairs?
The car door.
Not really. I mean, it's a kind of a narrow walkway, man.
But it's not an actual. It's an actually walkway. It's so her car door is over the sidewalk.
A little bit, yeah. It was actually a lot of bit because my stomach hit it.
All right, so that's a little bit of something. She could have been aware of that, but maybe she was just doing it for a second. You have no idea how long the door is open or anything like that.
I had no clue. I just walked into the door.
You couldn't tell because you didn't know. You couldn't see that, so you didn't know how long it was open. So it could have been literally opened up a second before you came. She could have been leaning into her car while you were walking up. and then she could have ran into. So you had no idea what was going on, yet you made the assumption that she should have gotten the fuck away and cursed at her. So yeah, I would have been like, fuck you. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Well, you know, that's what the fuck she got. She got cussed out. So, you know, tit for tat, I guess, huh?
No, yeah, I guess, but she didn't. She might have reacted differently to you. You see, you didn't really care about how she was reacting. You were just pissed off because she ran into something.
Right, exactly. I'm like, fuck. And see, here's the thing, dude. I see this a lot where people
everybody's supposed to pay attention to you and what you're doing.
No, I'm just saying people pay, you know, hey, I could have been sighted. Fuck you. You guys cloud it with the blindness thing. What if someone sighted walked into her door? That can happen. You know, I mean.
If they did, they would have been like, oh, shit. Oh,
no, I don't think so. I think they would have been pissed off, too.
Maybe.
Would you like to walk into a car door?
They would have been. No, I've done it before. Usually, I've done stupid shit like that. I ran to a fucking the stupid ass. I've told the story about the Radio Shack.
Oh, into the window. Well, that's nobody's fault, dude. That's.
But we're going to the assumption that could have been absolutely nobody's fault. She could have been opening up the door to put something in. You didn't know. You didn't see it. She didn't see you. You ran into it. Whose fault is that?
Nobody's fault. That's
nobody's fault.
You're blaming her like she should have been paying attention to you more than paying attention to your own life. You're actually getting pissed off at her for not looking out for you.
I guess, you know, what I've seen a lot of times is people are just, they're reckless with shit, and then they get indignant when you get injured. Like a few weeks ago.
People are Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, a few weeks ago, I think I told you about the dolly that was left in the hallway, the Cox cable dolly.
Yeah.
You know, that was some dumb shit. And then when I went and complained to the fucking front manager, she had this, you know, laissez-faire fuck you attitude. And I'm like, what? You know, you don't have this shit in the hallway. This is a walkway. People are walking through here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why it's and I'm just saying that you can have something like if that let's say that dolly was there for a while, obviously, just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the guy pushed in the door and he had to stop for a second because let's say his fucking left ball got caught in his fucking underwear.
Right.
Like, oh fuck! And he had to stop for a second, and you're walking down the hall and hit that, and only reason he stopped was just for a second. It would still be his fault for blocking the way, right?
Not really, if he was there with it in attendance.
So what's the difference between that and that girl in the car who could have been bending into her car for a second to get something and just closing their door? There's no difference. You don't know.
Good point, Cruz.
Well, I guess you're right. I mean, you know, she was obviously there, but you know, it was just.
Here's my point is my point is this: if you don't want people to judge you on stupid shit, then you can't do the same thing to the people, man.
Oh, but they do it regardless. It doesn't matter, dude. People are gonna.
Well, then you can do it. It doesn't matter. So don't get mad at them when they do it because you're doing the same thing.
No,
you can't get mad at somebody else for doing the same thing you're doing. Because you're like, oh, sighty should know where I am. You know, they should. No one. You don't understand sight, dude. So we don't understand blind.
Well, there you go. And that's always going to be, I guess, you know, something that we will never get a hold of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it's not. Of course, it's not. But you can work around it, and usually with the people that we work around it, that's fine. But it's not just our job. The sighted people work around.
It's just so funny to me, man, that sighted people look out for dumb shit that you don't, you know, that you're just like, well, you know, they're afraid you're going to fall down some stairs if you're on.
Well, that's because they're paying attention to you at that time. That lady was doing her own life. She may have been putting groceries in, bent over, did not see. The car was obstructing her vision of seeing you, not paying attention to what you're doing. Obviously, you didn't see it. You bumped into it. You got pissed off. You automatically told her to watch her fucking door. So that's going to cop her an attitude. She didn't know. She did not see you. Apparently not. She may not have been. You think she just left her door open willy-nilly and thinking, hey, look, I'm waiting for the first blind guy to come bang into this fucking thing? Of course not. She was probably doing something.
I just think she wasn't thinking. No.
You were wrong there. You're
wrong, dude.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
She had her door open for a reason. She's either getting out of it or bending over to put something in it. You're not going to open the door and just leave it there. And unless, you can do that. I've seen people open a door, leave it, run over and put something in the trunk and come back around. You don't know what she was doing. She may not have seen you.
Well, maybe
that's like saying it's your fault for not seeing it.
Yeah, it's your fault for not seeing the fucking door. Why didn't you walk slower? Why didn't you use your fucking shit better?
Or your cane or whatever. You know, they could say the same thing.
Didn't you do something, man? Why is it? It's always on somebody else's responsibility for you to do. That's the whole point, man. You get pissed off about people saying that about blind, and then you expect other people to fucking just.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's but who changes first? The sightseers? Fuck no. It's always my fault. See, that's what I think is funny, man. It's like, I don't
think it was anybody's fault. I think it was just an accident.
I don't think it was anybody's fault at all. I think the problem was that you made it an issue because you fucking cursed at her and yelled at her like it was her fault.
Well, I walked into a fucking door. What do you want me to do? Oh, hi, honey, that was great. I'll love to do it again.
Yep.
I'll back up and bang into it again.
Okay, fine. No, fine. How about you walk around a corner and run into somebody, and they go, "Get the fuck out of the way, cockface!" Oh, you'd be like, "Oh, you're right. I shouldn't have ran into you." Nope, you would have been pissed off.
Oh.
You would have been just as fucking mad if someone said that to you if you ran into somebody.
See,
you would have been just as mad. You would have said, "What the fuck you doing, yelling at me for?"
Right. Well, there are some situations where people aren't paying the fuck attention, and they're really not. You know.
Like you, sometimes.
But you assumed instantly that that's what she was doing. You don't know that. You assumed it.
Yeah, you assumed that she was doing that for no reason because you didn't know what she was doing. So you made the assumption, though, because for some reason, my guess is that you were fucking pissed off and kind of embarrassed because you ran to the fucking.
Yeah, you
car.
got it. No, that's you're right on
So
with that.
taking your embarrassment out on somebody else who really didn't have anything out for you, so you kind of just snapped. So that's the real thing that happened there. So, like, I understand, like, if you would have just said, whoa, you know, and then she would, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
She didn't do that.
No, because it's probably your reaction.
Because you told her to go fuck.
Well, that was before I banged into the thing and I went, oh, Jesus Christ. And then I'm kind of walking, you know, I walked an inch or so and didn't hear anything. And I went, close your fucking door. And then that's when she did her, sir, I didn't see you, and got all indignant. Well, like, oh, did I interrupt your Facebook posting?
Well, once there again, you're assuming. How do you know that when you first ran into him, bitch, that she was instantly there waiting for you to show up and for her to say to you, oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe she was around the back of the goddamn trunk of the car, had her door open, taking something around from the back. You bumped into it. You said something. She didn't hear you because she was around the back doing the trunk. And then as you walked by a little further, she finally heard you and saw you because you said that.
I don't believe she was in the trunk. I think she may have been by the driver's side, which I hit, you know.
You believe. You don't know.
I didn't hear the trunk slam. I didn't hear her moving. I didn't hear, you know, so.
Well, once again, she could have been deep down inside the car. Maybe something dropped and she had to go pick it up.
My point is, yes, people need to watch out for everybody, obviously. We all know that. But you can't just fucking expect to yell at someone, expect someone to fucking respond. It's not going to be fucking fuck you.
Well,
that's what you...
Man, and that's the thing, though. People are so, and this is just one of many situations. You know, what about a couple of years ago when I banged my nose on that stupid fucking desk? Those negligent jerk-offs.
That was bad. They should have never done that. But this is a totally different situation here.
But it's kind of similar because when it's showing, they get indignant when they fucking endanger you.
Keep in mind, this is a planet. We've got to put things places. Not everybody's expecting blind people to walk around. Not everybody's expecting somebody to come by with a wheelchair. And everybody, you know, we are still humans too, and we have sight. We have to set things around to do what we can do. So we all, like Cruz said, have to try to watch out for one another. But it's not always going to happen. So sometimes when these accidents happen, we've got to learn to be a little more cautious of it, and we got to learn to be a little more acceptance and not be assholes towards one another. Because then all you do is you start off a fighting argument for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, okay. So the people when they get shot, you know, fuck. Hey, we got to put things fair.
That's totally different.
It's about the same, man.
No, you're talking about someone being shot or a car door being left open.
Reckless behavior, man. Reckless behavior, endangering people.
But reckless behavior is someone playing with a shotgun and shooting somebody. Reckless behavior is not leaving your car door open to bend down and get something.
It's not having a guide dog. That is. That's reckless behavior.
Actually, that's just stupid. That's just a dumb fucking statement. Honestly.
Yeah, my point was just made. I just owned you and checkmated you. You can't respond. Because people say all the time, you're being very reckless by not having a guide dog. You're being very reckless.
Yeah, but who am I being reckless to? Other people?
No, you were pissed off because someone interrupted your way of life, like we said that you weren't prepared for, and so you got pissed off, and so you actually overreacted is what you did.
Well,
what I'm saying is, man, you're never gonna get people to you can't expect, like I said, you can't expect people to understand you when you don't fucking even want to try to understand them either.
Yeah, because
a lot of sighted people do try to understand.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, you hit a nerve. Oh, wow.
I almost like I hear the music playing. Like, you know, we should be singing some kind of song or something.
No, seriously, it is one of those deals, though.
It's simple, man.
It is. Nobody, just because we're sighted doesn't mean we see everything. It is just not happening. I mean, things obstruct our vision.
I'm just talking about like you call sighted people closed-minded all the time, right? Just because they're sighted, like sighted people are closed-minded about it.
But
right?
Look how they are. They are. They'll do dumb shit.
What are you doing any differently, dude? Nothing.
So you know what? We got a kumbaya. Let's all join tongues. You know,
well, I don't know. You chew too much.
You don't.
I'll put an Altoid in.
My tongue hurts, man, from twisting this. Actually, tongues are so twisted.
Yeah, we're twisting tongues.
Pretzel.
We'll be right back, bitches.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Close the fucking door.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself and build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but It's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses, everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you think that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghosts.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that you're finding in the trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
speech.
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Dude, we were asleep on the stick. Kind of like the bitch who had the car door open. That I
just won't let it die.
I walked into. Well, you know, and here's the second. And by the way, Blue Jay's backing you guys too. We just wanted you to know that.
Oh shit!
So
see, you're all on your own in this one.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm all on my own. I don't expect everybody to back me all the time. Although the second component of this, and I guess you saw that part, cruise control, was this chick, this blind chick we used to go to school with, who pretty much when she went to college had everybody doing everything for her. You know, her hubby's taking care of her most of her fucking adult life. Now all of a sudden in 2013 she gets a degree and she gets a master's and she gets some other shit. And now she's telling me, you know, well, you need to learn to how did she put it? Put your big boy pants on. You're a 40-year-old man. You need to grow up. You know, learn to use your cane and stop using your blindness as a pity party. And I'm thinking, wow, look who the fuck's talking. You know, the biggest word you knew was goo goo gaga back in the day. And, you know, you're a fucking brownie baker, basically. Now all of a sudden you think you're big shit because you got a degree. So.
I think it was just, the thing I think about her comment that was annoying was that she didn't really, there's no reason for her to just say that out of the blue.
Yeah, yeah.
She just came out and kind of said that, like, grow up, like, and you were like, fuck you, you know, like, and I just don't understand. That's why I saw. I was like, oh no, I'm not even gonna read any more of that. So I read that comment and just stopped reading for the rest of it because I didn't have any.
The one about having, you know, why don't you have your have someone? What is it? What did I say? Have your hubby taking care of you the whole time or something?
No, I didn't even get that far. See, that's ridiculous. Dude.
Okay, so all you saw was her comment then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she got personal, and of course, you got personal.
And I bit back.
You can't help yourself.
Well, fuck no.
So it became a big fucking. Now she probably unfriended you.
Oh, she did. I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over that, dude. Really, honestly. I mean, I don't really care,
no,
you know.
No, I don't. You don't care, but it's just you're just a stainless man.
It's that self-righteous. Well, you know what? We always talk about this all the time. The self-righteous blindos. You know, the 2015 turnout that all of a sudden, you know, they got I got my degree. I'm this independent blind woman. Yeah, right. You're a fucking baby making machine. Why don't you tell me which brownie mix you used to use? You know, you're a dumpy fat housewife that decided all of a sudden, I'm going to go back and get a degree. You know.
It's so wrong.
That's so true.
It's so true, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, hey, you raised fucking kids. You know, for the longest time, she probably used to stand in the kitchen and go, honey, where am I? And you'd go, you're in the kitchen, honey. Where am I now, honey? You're still in the kitchen. Can you take me to the bathroom?
She wasn't stupid.
Well, she wasn't stupid, but I mean, it's just like she was definitely very dependent on sighted people. I mean, I'm not going to say who, but somebody went through the schooling that she just went through, you know, recently, and he was telling me that she was needing assistance everywhere, you know, to go.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you got inside information.
You know, inside information. Well, and I know how she was. She was kind of dependent.
No, you really should have looked at it from her perspective.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly.
Yeah,
not this time. I mean, she should know better. You don't go, especially talk about your big boy pants. Like, who the hell are you? Like, it was really like, damn, like, what the hell's your problem, you know? So
yeah.
So I understand that completely. I mean, I understand because I knew that. Like I said, I knew it was gonna happen. Like, oh, because if she would have just said, well, you know, maybe she was doing, you wouldn't have been like, hey. But when she said, matter of fact, let me see something here.
I think you could still read it, and well, then you'll see that.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I don't want.
No, I know you don't have to do that. But
I don't need to listen to your stupid fucking. Well, you're a fucking housewife.
That's why.
Like,
no,
get your tits out and get me coffee, bitch.
Well, that's what she's going to be doing, but no, it's kind of funny.
Wow, man, that's funny. I don't want to find it.
I thought you had found it because you said something that was kind of like what I would say, so that's why I thought maybe you read the whole thing or something.
No, I just know what you'd say. I just knew it would go, and I knew it would be ugly, and it was like it's a public Facebook
battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had some other people that went to my aid too on this one, so that was kind of interesting.
Well, it's just because you know, but explaining it the way you explain, I mean, but you know. Close your fucking door, you know. So yeah, I think you understand where we're coming from a little bit at least.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, I understand that. Okay, we need to try to all, you know, understand that. Hey, just because you're sighted doesn't mean you see everything, but just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm fucking stupid either. You know, it's just kind of funny. Sighted people will watch out for me when they don't need to, and then shit that, you know, may need a little watching out for, you know, they don't do. And I think that's the frustration.
So she was aware you were there?
Well, I don't know if she was or not.
Well, then how's she going to look out for you?
I can't tell if she did or not. It's just funny. It's like sighted people are like cops. When you want them watching, they're not. You know what I'm saying? And
we're not like we're not there for you.
Well, I know you're not.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, I know you're not. So okay, then having said that, then why do I get sighted McJesus then? You're not there for me.
They're doing it for themselves, dude. They're not doing it. That's why they're cited McJesus, because Jesus did it for himself too.
Right. It's like Jesus points.
So Jesus points for yourself, but Jesus was the same way. He just loved everyone, but he also fucking was like, yeah, I'm Jesus. Fuck yeah. Come on now.
I'm doing it for me.
Human being, man. I mean, that's what power is, you know.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess that's the thing. It's like
that's the thing. It's like a power thing. It's like, oh, well, I'm gonna walk you down this aisle because I'm making myself. It's like why people, you know, everything is done for a selfish reason. Now that doesn't mean that good. See, the difference between good and evil is that good people do things that make themselves feel good that help others.
Right.
That's why they do that. They don't do. I mean, they do it for other people, but they do it because other people doing things for other people makes them feel good.
Right.
It can be, and it's not a bad thing. Now, bad people don't fucking care. They'll just do things for them. You know, they'll die. Actually, bad people will actually do things to hurt people.
Wait a minute, though. You know, I'm thinking about this. Supposing now you would have been walking down there, and she would have had her car door open, and 5 steps before you even got to that door, she's like, "Oh, wait a minute, no, walk out around. Don't. I got my door open."
And you bring up an interesting point, Jerky.
What would you do?
You do. No, hold on. This is a good one. Well, maybe her delivery would have been a little annoying, but at the same time, hey, at least I didn't get hurt. At least you closed that fucking car door and warned me about it. You know what I'm saying? So you were cognizant.
Okay, as long as you would be, but you wouldn't be like, wait.
Yeah, I might kind of laugh at her reaction, but I wouldn't be nasty to her. Let's put it that way.
So she wouldn't have gotten a Sighty McJesus on her?
Oh, she might have gotten a Sighty McJesus.
Well, see, so she couldn't win either way. See?
But, hold on. But I wouldn't have been nasty to her and been like, you stupid bitch.
What's the proper way of doing that? Just closing the car door before you got there and not saying a thing so you could walk by and not have your dignity be smirched and everything should be fine? What would be the proper way to have handled that situation? Only one way, the only one fucking way that would have made you fucking happy to handle that situation.
Well, you know what? Even if I did walk into that car door, just an apology of, oh, shit, I'm sorry. You know, that would have been enough for me to go.
But once again, she said she didn't see you. And you reacted right away to it and said something nasty. She didn't see you, she said.
Well, she didn't say anything.
She could have said the same thing to you. What are you doing fucking up my car door?
Oh.
Well, I didn't see it. Well, whose fucking fault's that? I didn't see you. You didn't see me.
Right? So, well, I guess the thing is she was probably, you know, who knows what she was doing. But anyway, until I said close your fucking door is when she had her reaction.
Once again, she may not have seen you run into it.
I mean, maybe not. But, I mean, I did go,
she did
Jesus
say that,
Christ.
Right? I didn't see you?
Well, she said, I didn't know you were coming or something like that.
Well, okay. Fair enough. She didn't.
So, but, you know, it's like, fuck, okay, I got, you know, it's kind of like the people at work that sit on the stairs. Same thing. They just sit there on the fucking stairs. Then when you bump into them, they get all indignant.
The difference between that is actually sitting them right in the walkway, deliberately sitting there. That is completely different. They are deliberately blocking away. They don't fucking care. This woman was like opening. You have no. She could have been like, oh, I need to open my door real quick. Get this. You know, just like someone like it's like walking and cutting the line. You know, oh. You're not supposed to cut the line. You gotta go all the way around. No, you just go, oh, excuse me, I'm going through. I'm walking over here. Okay, so you walk out the door. You know, light into a convenience store, you know?
Right, yeah.
That could have happened.
Walk through.
Something like that could have happened to us. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Something like that could have happened to a sighted person. They could have been looking the other way, talking to somebody next to them, walked into the door. She didn't see them. I didn't see. Oh, suppose it was me. I didn't see the door. I ran into it. She didn't see me coming. Whose fault is it?
Well, this isn't a blind issue. That's what I'm saying. It's just you got a car door open for a prolonged period of time.
How long? You don't know. You were saying prolonged period of time. Were you there counting, or did you just walk upon it? She, like Cruz said, she could have just opened the door. You don't know. You're assuming that door is just willy-nilly hanging open for hours on end and not caring about anybody that walked by.
Feet on the fucking on the window.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just waiting to catch me a blind dude to walk into this motherfucker."
Anybody.
I didn't.
Anybody. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even. I just walked up and hit the door.
Here's the thing. It could be that she was doing that. That is possibility.
Right.
But are you going to assume that automatically? You did. That's what she got pissed off about, is that you assumed that automatically.
I guess so.
Probably came off like, fucking bitch, like, how dare you?
Oh, I was pretty pissed off. I was like, God damn it.
Like I said, she could have had the same reaction. Why don't you watch where the fuck you're going?
Then I would have said, you see this, bitch? I'm blind.
That would have been your moral card, and you would have been an asshole.
That was just going to say, you would have used a blind card at that point, and that wouldn't have been cool.
Well, wait a minute now.
Because that's the thing. You can't. Yeah, see, yeah.
Go ahead, Cruz. I know what you want to say.
You're saying now. Wait a minute. Now you're like, and because what you're doing is you're pulling out your trump card. Oh yeah, bitch, I'm blind. Bleh.
Right.
So I went out over you because you have sight. You should have known better.
Should have known better. How dare you not know better? And I want you to treat me like an equal, right now. Even though I'm just getting upset with you for not catering to fucking me and. Pull out the blind card.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you know, whatever. We agree to disagree, I guess, is the thing. Yeah. You know, but it's just funny that I see people, you know, just other situations. This is just one of many, like I said, where people get really indignant when they do reckless shit, leave things out.
Every situation is different. This is totally different from some of the other ones you said. Some of the other ones you're totally justified. This one, I don't believe you are.
Right. Okay. All right. So,
yeah. Exactly, like the thing sitting out in the middle of the walkway.
The dolly, right?
Shit,
the dolly that could have been an issue for anybody.
Sure. Even the one with the fucking with the desks and stuff. Shit, I was sighted and had a hard time getting the fuck through.
Well, that's what was so bad.
So that right there, yeah, that's legit.
Right, but yet they treat me like I'm the scumbag. Like,
yeah, but you can't take that out on her. That's the whole thing. I mean, you don't know what that situation was there. You instantly assumed, and you went off on your own, like you said, maybe a little bit hurt, a little bit embarrassed. So you attacked first, and of course, then you probably expected her not to attack back and bow down because we were going to pull the blind card out. That's bullshit.
Well, like I said, I wasn't even going to really use the blind. I was just like, damn, you
had it in your hand ready to go and pulled it out.
If she would have said, watch where you're going, asshole, then I would have been like, oh, you're a stupid cunt. Here, look, I got a cane.
Right, which you already, you jumped on her and started the offensive measure right away to put her on the defensive without saying, oh, shit. You could have said, of course you're going to say, oh, shit, you ran into something. But when you did, the next reaction was, you should close your fucking car door. What do you think the kind of response you're going to get?
And that's, I guess, true.
One of these times, and I'm not being mean here, but you're going to pop off to the wrong person, and they're going to haul off and clock you one.
Well, that's
and it's going to happen. I mean, it's just and over something like that, it's stupid because it was really
or you're gonna say so. Watch your fucking car door, and it's somebody like your boss or somebody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's just. It's one of those things. It's like, well, fuck, I got hurt. That hurt, and
well, that's understandable.
You're pissed off.
It's understandable, but what we're saying, but I guess what I'm saying is, because I was thinking about this too. Like I said, you have no idea who was in that car.
No, I don't. I didn't.
What if it was somebody like? What if you were for some reason out of place and you hit somebody's car? And, oh, watch your fucking car door. It's like, oh, Brad, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
You've seen the way the cops are nowadays. What if it would have been a cop? What if it had that door open and a cop, they were arresting somebody, or they had to hurry up and run into a goddamn building because it was being fucking robbed or something. They left the car, you run into it, and the cop's walking out at the time, you tell him to close his fucking car door.
Well, for him to get that pissed off at me for saying that.
You did.
He's got a badge and a gun.
You did. You got instantly mad without knowing who it was or what was going on.
Well, and that's true. That's true. I kind of expected a dude. I actually thought I might have a little conflict.
You may have been lucky it wasn't.
So.
Yeah. What happened if you had had a conflict?
Well, I would have been down for mine as far as I would have taken my fucking. Whatever the fuck I needed to take for that.
It's like whatever I need to take.
Yeah.
What if it was an ass plugging? Bubba just got fresh out of jail and missed Bob.
You know what? I like him aggressive like he. You know what? Hey, how about your back door? Close the fucking back door.
I'm gonna give you something you ain't gonna see it coming like you didn't see that car door.
Of course, you guys have to incorporate the ass fucking.
We gotta draw this conversation. We can see we can feel the steam coming out of your ears.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's just one of those things. Shit, you run into stuff and you get pissed.
It happens, man. You got pissed off and your temper got over, but you realized you should. At least realize that.
I guess it was one of those things, like I said, where I've seen a lot of situations lately where people are reckless about things. They'll leave things out, or they'll,
But you're grouping in. Remember the group think? You're grouping into all one thing. Situations are all different.
Well, and okay, and that's true. That's true. It's just I've seen a lot of reckless behavior where people leave shit out and you bang into it, and you're just like, well, that's get your shit out of here. What the fuck? You could have injured somebody, and the person with the firearms, getting mad at the people he shot. Well, what were you doing standing there?
Again, it's not necessarily that's necessarily a fire, because you're almost like it's almost like you think people do this deliberately.
Well, I don't think they do it deliberately, but I think once they're caught,
you're making the comparison to a gun. You shoot a gun deliberately at something.
Right. Well, yeah.
You don't leave something deliberately out for somebody to run into it, unless you're a fucking really big cocksucker.
Well, people are just stupid. They don't think, and instead of apologizing, they get indignant. They're like,
"Well,
what are you doing living here?"
Yeah, but wait a minute. There's times when you've actually said though that they have tried to apologize, and you still went off because you said then they were overdoing it and giving you the sighty shit. And then you're like, you've said it before okay. I remember you saying down the hallway the one time when you were walking down a hall and they had something off to the side and the people were like holding you going, oh no, come out around here, there's something. You're like, I don't need your goddamn fucking hand. All you do is tell me it's fucking there, bitch. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, it was a while back. You said you were walking down a hall somewhere and someone was telling you there was something going on. There was a wet floor or there was something going on and they were trying to tell you ahead of time. You said, it was the delivery.
I didn't see.
I don't know. I mean, I can't remember that situation.
This is when we were at the old place. But you said there was some Mexican guy or something like that cleaned the floor, and you were walking down, and he had said something to you, and you're like he tried to treat you like you were a baby and tried to walk you out around it, so you wouldn't slip. You're like, I'm quite capable of walking on my fucking own.
I'm trying. There's
Yeah, it was
something.
something. It slipped on the floor. It was something that was on the floor. And I remember you going off about it.
I may have. I can't remember the exact situation. But go ahead.
I've got a theory about it before we go to break.
Okay.
This is a theory about why you act like this, why black people act like this, why anybody fucking minority. It's the minority theory basically.
Okay.
And basically it's the me against the world fucking theory basically. I mean it's fucking, oh my god, so because basically what you get so used to people, because see, no one else is like you, right?
No.
In other words, not no one else, but a lot of people aren't. So you're in the minority, so you're going to be stand out regardless. Like, I'm going to stand out regardless,
right?
Because I'm visually impaired. It's going to happen. I'm going to stand out, and it's a very easy thing to get into this me against the world syndrome, where everything everyone else does is like, oh well, these, it's almost like you're so trigger fucking happy because everyone's focusing on that difference all the time. But then, so then you are actually the one who really starts focusing on that difference because everyone else is. And so it starts becoming this thing like you think and it's, I guess it's a problem because like it's understanding problem because like you don't understand some of the side things, and sites don't understand you, but in terms of, it just makes you trigger happy, man. It makes you so fucking on edge that everything someone does, it's like they're supposed to do things for you now because god damn it, I'm the goddamn one who's the minority here. You know what I mean?
Well, not like I'm expecting some special treatment.
But you do.
Yeah, you are there.
You just you're unconsciously doing it, man. You're like, well, you should look out for me. Blind.
You should be aware there's blind people walking around. Don't set anything anywhere. Don't have anything in anybody's path. Whatever. It doesn't work that way. This is the real world. It don't work like that. There's stuff that people set around. We don't always see everything.
It has nothing to do with you, and it shouldn't have anything to do with you.
Well, I'm like I said.
You get pissed off because what happens because because it makes people notice your fucking blindness, and so then it becomes almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy because you expect people to fucking cater to you in a way to avoid that shit.
Well, I'm not just talking about me. It's other people too, man. I mean, shit. Somebody else could have tripped over that dolly. Somebody.
But they wouldn't have been pissed off at that person, and if they would have, then they would have looked like an asshole. Is what we're saying. So you don't think you should look like an asshole here. You think that the other person's an asshole, and you're not for saying that fucking. Do you agree that saying close a fucking door is stupid, or at least like out of range? No, you don't. You're not gonna tell us you do you?
Well, okay, maybe I did overreact a little bit. I did. Okay. So
that's all we're saying here is that you have to realize that because
the site is right all the time.
And see, there you go again.
The site is right. If you're blind, you don't have a worthy mind.
It has to do with perspective, man.
Right.
It has to do with basic things. You don't understand, so you don't know. You are acting like.
But you do because you're sighted, right? But that's what.
No.
But how to prove to you has nothing to do with sight is the fact too.
No.
She said she didn't see you. So if she didn't see you, you didn't see it. So how does it have to do with sight at that point?
Go ahead. What are you saying, cruise control?
Well, that's my point. Because you think, see, you're saying sight is right. It has nothing to do with me being right because of my eyesight. It's a very simple thing. You don't know anything about being sighted, right?
No, absolutely not.
So you're making assumptions like you fucking do.
But yet, how come people don't ding sighted people for making their assumptions? They never did ding for their shit.
We do all the time.
Yeah.
That's what we do all the time. I'm saying you do all the time, but you're not admitting you do the same thing yourself right here. That's the problem. You're not admitting that you don't know anything about being sighted. You keep acting like you do.
And we do say that because what did we just say about the guy that left the shit in his hall? He was fucking wrong. He's a sighted dude.
Fucking wrong. We understand. And,
so
and
we
all of us who are around, who understand this, who understand it, get it, and those who don't are never gonna. It's the same thing. It's not any different if a sighted person looks at you and makes judgments about you and thinks they understand how it is for you. Like, oh, it's supposed to be so hard. It's got to be horrible.
You want my eyes, man?
The same thing that you're doing. You're doing exactly the same thing that you get pissed off about. Exactly the same thing. No different.
Yep.
Right.
How are you doing any different? You are simply going, oh, well, they're sighted. You even said, oh, well, sighted people can see it all around them. You didn't even know that. And it was patently, fundamentally, unequivocally wrong. Like, completely wrong.
All right.
Like,
we'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll finish this up.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. That's back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul, hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself and build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you think that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghosts.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that you find in the trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerkman will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Okay. We're back.
Yes, we are back.
After a charged hour of...
charged hour of just talking about... Because that's the thing, man. I guess the reason this is so important, because this goes to the heart of my philosophy, man. Especially over the last few years. You know how I feel about group mentality and about assuming things about people, because it's easier to do so.
Right.
It's easier to assume that you understand people when you have no fucking idea. And it's easier because it also allows you to place judgment on people, and that's, and I want to talk, but I guess I got kind of a change of subject, but
well, yeah, I kind of monopolized the first hour, man. So.
No, but it kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about a little bit.
Okay,
which is
cool.
This whole Planned Parenthood thing. All right, I don't know if you know what's going on. You've heard about
selling the fetuses and all that shit.
Yeah. And it's not really a big deal because no one's making it a big deal because we live in a fucking morally bankrupt society. Sorry, but when people don't give a shit about it, when people don't give a shit about it, like judgmental in a way, but in a way when people are like scoffing at it at the point that our taxpayer money is being used when like 60-70% of the people of the people that are that pay taxes would be appalled by hearing this kind of shit. Right?
Well, what exactly? What are they doing with these fetuses?
They're making a personal profit off of selling fetuses after aborting them. So they're finding better ways to abort fetuses to keep them more intact, so they can sell them to research companies, but make a profit off it. Yet we're paying $500 million in taxes to them every year.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's corporacy.
And they're talking about how it's corruption and it's just basic lack of fundamental. Because there's a point where a baby is alive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no point, then what's wrong with killing a baby a day after it's born? It can't survive on its own, so it's not really a human being. So why don't we just be able to kill it right after it's born? Just like, oh, there's a baby, I didn't want it, smash its brain in. I guess that would be cool, right?
Well,
at what point does that stop being baby? Like, at what point can a child take care of itself? Because that's the big thing about a lot of lifers. They say. Not lifers, a lot of pro-choice people, and I'm pro-life morally, just because I think at some point you have to. I'm not gonna like start drawing a line. Like I don't believe like abortion after 3 weeks is bad. But if 6-7 months in, when the baby's kicking and you can feel it kicking inside of that's alive. Okay, right?
Well, yeah. Hopefully, if you really don't want the kids, you get it.
In my opinion, but legally, I think people should have the choice to a point.
Well, yeah.
But these people, they literally think.
I mean, to me, I think a baby's alive once it's born. Once it crawls out of the pussy, it's alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know a baby that's crawled out of a pussy?
But they all have, haven't they?
They just crawl. They crawl like they pull themselves out like crawl.
It's being it's a group effort, you know.
Is it like a fucking like a monkey like coming through the fucking brush like pushing bushes aside, walking through, or is it like a circus clown like pushing through curtains at a fucking circus like?
Actually, it's kind of like well, I guess like a dragon oozing out of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Like oozing us. That'd be fucked if a baby did crawl out. Holy shit, it crawls out raw. Like pulls open the pussy, lips like pulls like the drapes to a fucking
let me come on out of here real quick. It's kind of like he's coming out of his tent, in the morning.
Ooh, I see you, head first and shit too.
It's like a
big head first.
Kind of like a survivalist coming out of his tent in the morning to go catch his dinner.
Face first, not head first. I've been face first.
Well, that's it. He's coming out head first, man.
I know,
he's peeking around and
Face first, though. You know what I'm saying? Like face for like.
Like eyes and nose are the first things you see.
We had to go there a little.
There's eyes in that pussy.
But anyway, they had the head of Planned Parenthood and some hearing yesterday, and the Republicans of course are stupid because they're asking them different questions, but it was a sea of misogyny, a sea of woman hatred, because that's what they're painting this as. Like they're painting like people being upset about these babies being,
Why does this go back to the women? What the fuck?
Because
you know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm going with this. Is that it always goes back to the group thing because it's about a war. Because women. That's what's going on right now is that they're a victim class. It's all about being a victim, and they're all upset about why were they asking her how much she made? Because it's a $500 million company that's supposed to be a non-profit that takes in $167 million profit each year, and she makes $527,000 a year, more than the president.
So
at a Parenthood, and it's a $500 million taxes on them. See, there's more, but no, it's about women. So they're like, oh, well, they shouldn't have asked her how much she made. That's a sexist question.
No, that's bullshit. If it was a guy, they should be asking the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, but that's how our society is. See, and I'm gonna Jerkman.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna do a little bit of advertising here. If
I'm fine with it.
Still. So you got this. It's out there show. I assume that's a show about conspiracy theories, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you my conspiracy theory.
All
my
right.
biggest conspiracy theory. The media is our number one enemy because it is devised by powers that be, corporate, whatever, intent on dividing us into groups and making us throats.
You know what? I almost agree with you.
The fucking purpose is to stereotype and to push us in the corners and to make us think certain ways, like why do you think every single fucking comedy out there, like cartoon comedy, is some doofus fucking dude who's can't do anything right, and then he meets a girl and he finds something he has to do to save the world, and guess what he's saving the world for, folks?
Her.
Himself? No.
No, her.
Every single time. Why is everything all the same? It's because we are being fucking manipulated badly.
Oh, you watched my manipulation video I did on you? You are so full of it.
Oh yeah, please manipulate me or whatever it's called.
I actually should check that out, but I might actually need to start my own shit going.
You do.
Yeah, you should. Do a video or something.
I'm good at this too. I just don't know what to do the visual thing because I don't like being. I don't like doing the webcam shit.
Right.
I just don't feel comfortable doing it. But so. There's a lot of YouTubers, though, that don't show their faces on YouTube.
No, you don't have to. You could just put an audio.
Why don't you do an audio and just do it in MP3 format and upload to a SoundCloud?
I've got something, because we're just sitting here talking about women and how we save them and everything like that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got something. I don't know if you guys seen this, and it's been through my Facebook, but here, I want you to listen to this, and I want you guys' opinion on this.
I don't know if Cruise Control can hear it, though.
Well, no, he won't be able to, but I'll...
Oh,
Forgot about
he
that.
can give his opinion when he doesn't hear anything.
Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Can you post the link in the Skype channel?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right, well, I don't know if I can post it in the Skype, but here we go. Now, we'll kind of explain this to you a little bit, or maybe you can look it under the... Okay, here we go.
Hi, guys. My name's Cassidy Boone,
It's a girl named Cassidy
today we're going
Boone.
to be talking about something, like, really important. It's really hard for me to talk about this, and I've only told a few people, but I feel like it's my responsibility
I got an idea how to have
spread
Cruz hear
awareness
this.
because this sort of thing happens every day.
Now is it's fine?
Some
but
of
is
you
this
may
on?
have already read
is this
the
It's on my
article that
it's on
I
my
wrote about this
my
the other
Facebook.
day.
But the audience can hear
I
it, right?
wanted
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
make
they can
a
hear it.
video because
Oh,
it just
well, then that's
felt
fine. And
so much more
I'll get
personal,
explained.
and I
I'll
thought
look
it
it
would
up.
get the
Was it
message
Cassidy
across a
Boone?
little better.
Yeah. Yep. Now here's what she's
So anyway,
saying. Here we go.
A few weeks ago, I almost drowned. I was at this lake
weeks ago, she
having my
almost
first
drowned.
swim of the summer.
Oh, this bitch.
There's this
you watched this one, huh?
jumping
Oh, of
platform
course. I've
thingy
been- I've
that
seen this-
everybody was
yeah, I
jumping
know all
off.
the shit, man. I'm
So I
up on
thought,
this. She
what the hell, I might
sexual
as well try
harassment
it
for
too. It
being
looked like fun.
Yeah, listen to this,
raped.
Max.
Let me hear that shit. I haven't heard
I
it.
hit my head on the way down, and I was knocked unconscious. I woke up lying on my back up on the platform, with a whole bunch of people standing around me, and this weird 40-year-old guy, like, pressing down on my chest. At first I
CPR?
had no idea what was going on. But then the man who had revived me told me that I had been underwater for almost 2 minutes. He said that he had been lucky to get a hold of me down there. A small part of me was happy to be alive, but the rest of me was screaming inside. I can't believe he just felt that he had the right to just grab me under the water while I was knocked unconscious. I wasn't able to consent. He thought it was perfectly
Oh, she just
okay
let
to
you drown.
grab my body and pull me in whatever direction that he pleased. He possessed my body, and he grabbed my waist and pulled me around down
Oh my
there
God.
like it was his right. Like he wanted to fucking have sex with me.
Cruise Control, have you seen this? You've seen this, right?
Yes, but
Aquatic
here's the thing.
sex.
It's been snoped, so just be warned.
feel so
Okay.
violent.
What does it say on the Snopes, man?
I can't
It
believe
says,
it.
to supposedly publishing additional articles written from the perspective of a, let's see, straw feminist, basically.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but
Basically a fake feminist, like a straw man.
okay, okay.
So I don't know.
Is it
says
a
it's-
joke? Is it a
It's supposed to be a real lawsuit. As I watched it, it seems to me she's doing a lot of acting. I think it's a red flag they're putting out, trying to draw people even further and further apart. Is what I think.
Well, you might be right because I have seen these. I've seen these crazy websites that have shit that's so out of so wacko posted on there. Like, did you see the thing about people who have tattoos shouldn't be allowed to live or
Yeah,
whatever
have
the
children and that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that because they're evil and.
But see, now give me let me to be honest here. This to me it's almost like a parody because there are people I
That
guarantee
will do
you,
this. Yeah.
that feel that lifeguard was touching me inappropriately. Well, I guarantee you that's happened before.
But one of you guys, I think it was Jerkman, had just said it. This is almost they throw these things out there to almost really throw you like is it real?
Well, what the thing is, it's just a saying. Like if you like for me, you know how anti-feminist I am. This is just as bad because it's just the same fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, come on.
Sensationalism.
Yeah. I mean, I dig satire. But
I think it's satire too. I think, but the scary part is
It's so close to being true. It could be true.
That so many people believe it because that's how fucking wacky feminism is.
Well, I mean, some of them feminists. I mean, look, they're trying to tell you should not be able to clap in an audience because it's offensive to women and may scare them.
Yeah.
Well, and you wonder like how much of this is true and how much of this is crazy satire.
That was true.
That was true. Yeah.
That was absolutely true.
It's just
that was
crazy.
That actually happened. So that's what I'm saying. If that can happen, why? This isn't
Not far-fetched, right?
Yeah.
So they talk about the male gaze and how you can be sexually harassed from someone staring at you, which is ridiculous if you think about it. Sexually assaulted by a stare, now the new thing, guys, and get this. This is the new thing, and this is another. All these new terms. It's fucking 1984 all over again, man.
Here
Except
we go.
worse because it's gonna be the 1984 in the book. Ah, fuck it, I fucked that up. Anyway,
Raped me.
here's the thing.
So now, I'm
Did you rape her?
Yeah, he did. He raped her.
Yeah, sure.
It's cyber violence, guys. Cyber violence.
What?
Okay.
Cyber violence is when you are mean to somebody on the internet.
Oh shit! I'm convicted of it all the time.
Oh shit!
You are. You are a cyber violent bastard.
I'm a cyber criminal. I'm a cyber.
You're so full of it. I'm going to be thrown in prison for it.
Oh man, yeah, all our shit.
Look at this. Scholarly articles for UN Broadband Commission releases questionable report on cyber violence against women. Cyber violence against, and no one gives a fuck. Like again, who do they not care about?
Yeah, there's no. Why isn't it just cyber violence against people? Well, how come? Why are women being singled out here?
About us, dude, because no one fucking cares. Even men don't care about other men, dude.
No,
that's
no one
obviously
fucking cares.
Not when there's pussy involved.
I bet you there was a man who made this fucking rule.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you women are getting cyber violence-ized. You know, we're gonna break this rule. You were cyber violent against.
Yeah,
shits.
It's this new like UN things, and it's a UN commission. A
Wow.
UN broadband commission.
Come on,
See, the UN.
did you see the new law they're trying to pass? And I think it was Michigan. That I believe it's Michigan. I could be wrong. It was one of the states here that they actually have a mayor that's a female, and she wants to try to make it a crime, a pedophilia crime, if you look at a child for more than 10 seconds.
Wow,
I'm not shitting you.
Who's sitting there keeping time?
But what I'm saying is, with this kind of shit put out there, it's like he said, it's Orwellian. At this point,
well, yeah, and of course, it's male.
It would be the males, right? Not the women. They're just looking for the kids. They're looking out for them. If we're doing it,
women
we're
don't,
pedophiles.
Women don't molest children, even though half of the molestations in this country
women.
are from women.
Yeah.
No, you won't never hear about that though. It's always some dude. How you doing? It's never some. Hi, little boy. I'm gonna stick my fucking finger in your butt. No, mommy.
Well, think about it. How many times, if you had a child, right, and now you're going to put out for a babysitter, if a man shows up to babysit that kid, they're automatically thought as a pervert.
Oh yeah, no, I've actually heard that. Oh, I don't want a man babysitting my child.
Like, okay, he's not qualified. He doesn't know how to take care of a child. He can't watch a kid.
But that's okay. See, that's not profiling. That's just being
not
cautious.
At all.
Being
They're
cautious.
Just men. See, we're not even. It's almost like we're not even human at the time.
You're right.
Wow.
We are not.
Well, we kind of allow it though, man.
We're people, but we're not as important. Like 3 people killed, including 2 women.
Yeah. Well, as men though, we're kind of allowing this shit in some cases. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a dividing thing, and it just divides people more.
Yeah.
Like that article, like I said, it's great for satire, and if it was put as satire, the problem is it was put
out as real. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't know. It's too open-ended.
It wasn't played for satire. It wasn't actually shown. This is the satirical video. So it's making it look like people are trying to make feminists look bad, when that should have been played as a satire, because that would have made them look even worse.
What are the comments on it say, Jerkman? Or
it was just thousands upon thousands. That she had like 1 million hits or something like that. So
well, you wonder too if people are just doing it to get the hits, and that's why they don't specify.
It's like even I share these things, and I try to put them up as on my Facebook. Like we have one here. It says, if another woman steals your man, there's no better revenge than to letting her keep him, because a real man can't be stolen. You know, the same goes for fucking women. You know, why does it have to be just put as a man? Why can't it be if someone steals your lover or someone steals your other, but it always has to be directed towards the man being the one that's easily manipulated or the scumball in the whole thing. He wasn't worth it then anyhow. Well, there's a lot of women out there that aren't worth it.
Well, you know what? You could say the same thing for if your child gets kidnapped. If your child gets kidnapped, a real child can't get kidnapped because they know where their place is. Or something dumb like that.
When children are allowed to vote, because why not, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, that's the point.
They do it all the time.
It's the stupidity of it. That's how dumb that statement is, though, man.
Children should be allowed to vote. Like, it should be, 13, 12 years old that you can vote. Like, why not?
Yeah, because we're men. We think if they grow pubic hair, they should be allowed to have sex and vote. We're dirty perverts.
It's a war against women. That's the thing. It's not just us as being guys, because you get, like I said, we don't want to get in that trap either.
No, we don't.
And that's the problem, is that it's almost like the society forces you to, because it pits you against the other person, and so the mindset comes at you all the time, so you're defensive all the time. And that makes you defensive all the time. So that makes you kind of ready for combat all the time against anybody who's not you.
Yeah.
Or like you.
You become a war. Well, that's the thing we were just talking about.
It continues to go more and more, and then especially with the internet, because you get caught in your niches. Like, I watch a lot of videos, but I don't watch a lot of videos that are pro-feminist, because I know what their ideas are.
It's gonna egg you on.
But I watch a lot of pro people that are my viewpoint, and that can also be obscuring myself too, because it's narrowing the mind. So you got to make sure you keep your eyes open and don't get too narrowed down and start getting the hug box.
And it is easy to do. You're right.
You don't want to get into your own, because everyone's in their own hug boxes. I'm a man, I'm a woman, and then that's the huge big hug box. It's causing catastrophic things happening in this country, in this world. Is that the problems between men and women? Is because that's growing even worse and worse, because we're all getting more and more absorbed. The man cave. I'm in my man cave, my little place. She's got the rest of the house, though. Whatever stupid shit like that.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't have a man cave. My house is my fucking house.
Exactly. There's my man cave. Is my house.
Whatever. It's all like and you can have your own space, but your own space is your space, not because you're a man.
Or you're entitled to have it because she allowed you to.
Because but regardless, but either way. Your space, you have your room, like she has her room. It's not man's space, woman's space. It's Jeff's space, fucking.
It's your space at the time. To relax and enjoy yourself.
Say Duckerboodle space?
Yeah.
Oh.
Married, did I tell you?
Oh, yeah?
Ducker?
You did?
Oh, man.
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay. Yeah. When's the wedding?
We haven't set a date yet.
Now, did you get a ring for her flipper?
No, she proposed to me.
Shit.
Hey, you know what? It's about damn time.
Wow.
Equality.
She took me out to dinner. Actually, no, it's funny. I took her out to dinner, but she proposed to me.
You don't ever.
You didn't go to Red Lobster, did you?
No. We went. Actually, we went to Applebee's.
Yeah. What did I think? If it would have been Red Lobster, it would have been a boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
We went to BJ's.
Right.
How appropriate.
And she got down on her knees and proposed to you there at BJ's?
Yeah, she proposed, and she proposed.
Proposed.
And you gushed barbecue sauce all over her face, right?
Barbecue?
Yeah, because you said you went to BJ's, right? BJ's barbecue.
This is a touching moment. You got to turn it dirty.
Oh, man, come on.
You know what? Forget it. Forget I said anything.
See, now you've upset him. You've hurt his fucking feelings.
Point is that it's all about men. And we keep saying we're not emphasizing it, but we always emphasize it. Well, war against women, and it's going to be this election. Good God, it's going to be disgusting. Well, all the Democrats are going to say is that every Republican hates women. Even the female Republicans hate themselves. The black Republicans hate themselves because they're racist against themselves. And it's going to be this big fucking us versus them shitstorm, and then it's going to be the Christians on one side with the fucking libertarians, and sensible people on that side, and the sensible people on the left side are going to be there. And there's going to be also the fucking feminists, and then the blacks and the Hispanics.
Oh yeah, and everybody. It's going to be hug boxes all up and down.
All this shit started, I believe, from political correctness.
Oh,
I
of
really
course.
do believe the political
Because it separates everybody.
and the me syndrome of everything is about me. Your feelings have got to become over everybody else's. This has got to be above everybody else's. You've got to love your.
So what happens when everyone's feelings have to be put on
everybody else's? Right. Everybody gets stepped on. Everybody's feelings get hurt because your feelings only mean it to you. You can't feel for somebody else because you only feel all your own feelings, and that's it. Because you only care about your own fucking feelings.
Or your own group's feelings.
Or your own group still, right, yeah. Well,
you only feel about your own group's feelings because it makes you feel better about yourself because you're part of some group.
Because you're part of the group, right. Well, I know this one fucking guy, he was walking down the road one day and ran into this goddamn car door and fucking bitched at this girl for it.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting. I knew it was coming. Saw it coming, man.
No, you didn't, or else you wouldn't have run into it.
We'll be right back, bitches.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance. Or the laid-back, fun-filled street ad from the title Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
As Life's a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in the book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of the shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal quite perfectly. Bitch.
Oh yeah, bitches. Welcome back. So, Jerkman had a little something, man, an observation.
All right.
That was
Let's
actually
go.
kind of cool, I thought.
I was kind of going off a little bit outside because we were talking about, of course, you know, this relationship, because everybody's telling me that this was a learning lesson for me. I'm not exactly sure what I was supposed to learn from this, but they're always telling you everything's always a learning lesson, all right? And I do get some things can be a learning lesson. Like if you put your hand on a hot fucking top of a stove, you're going to learn, fuck, that's hot. Don't do it again.
It's a two-sided coin. Everybody thinks, oh, life is a learning experience, but that doesn't mean you're learning anything good. You can learn bad habits just as much as good ones.
That's exactly what I was saying outside. I was saying, you know, with all these bad experiences, because they're telling me, this is one of the biggest things they're telling me. I'm learning all these things from these women that do these shit things to me or dump me or whatever because the right girl's going to come along. Well, guess what? That could be fucking up the right girl coming around because I may be so goddamn jaded from all this other bullshit that I just pass her ass by and say, fuck you, bitch.
Hey, I've seen this movie before.
It all depends. It's like anything else. It all depends on whether you have faith or whether you don't. And if you have faith, then you're going to believe that things happen for a reason, which is basically what they're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think, you know, that's to me, that's if you have hope. Because you know me, I think hope's for dumb motherfuckers. Because hope is some bullshit. Faith is when you have a confidence in something. And I'm not talking about just God.
Okay, well, but yeah, but my point is that we'll hope, like, well, you know, you're gonna everyone. There's a person, there's someone out there for everyone. You know, maybe so. There probably is. Statistically, there probably is a shit ton of people out there for everyone.
Right.
That doesn't you're gonna meet them. And that doesn't mean that you're going to meet them at the right time in their lives where they're going to realize
right, and that's what I'm saying.
You're going to meet them at this and
what
it's like anything else in life. It's crap. You can
it's
walk down the
shit.
street and fucking and a brick could fall off the side of a building just from an old, you know, or fucking old like lamp fall off the side of a building while you're walking under it and kill you.
Okay, but yeah,
go, that's, you know,
exactly right, and that's what I said outside. I said, you know, okay, I'm now 47 years old. You know, in March I'll be 48. You know, I'm hitting the fucking 50 mark soon. Now, how many more fucking lessons do I have to learn? And what if, okay, I've got cancer. What if I get to that last goddamn 3 fucking months, I finally run into this girl of my fucking dreams and the perfect match for me, and the doctor says you got 3 more fucking months to live. Then you know what they'll tell me? Well, at least it'll be the best 3 months of your life. I've lived 48 fucking years, bitch or asshole. You know, I get 3 goddamn good months? Fuck you.
No, you just got to go by yourself, man. It's all about personal philosophy in life, because the real thing is none of us know what the fuck we're doing.
No, we don't.
And you really can't listen to what other people say.
We're all faking it, trying to figure out what everyone, and that's why even the richest motherfuckers in the world, the Pope is faking it. He's like, I have no fucking idea. Well, he does have an idea, but he's still faking it. You're still going along every day. I mean, you have to improvise every moment of your life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, it's just people feed you a lot of false bullshit.
Yeah.
You know. and-
What if all of us never find that girl that we're looking for, or if that is truly what we're looking for?
And that's part of society, because
Right.
that's the thing. Is that truly what we're looking for? Because how much of that is just ingrained in your soul?
in your psyche, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But if it is
you've
truly what,
gotta
go ahead.
meet somebody, because if you're don't meet that girl of your dreams, then you're just a fucking
You're
loser.
incomplete. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if we go through our life and this is what we want, and we go through our entire life and it never happens? You never run into that person. You die.
Because it's not about what you want. A lot of times it's about where you are, and now there is a small kernel of truth. You got to take the opportunities when they come.
Sure.
You got to ride that ride. So if you don't, then if something's right there and you have a chance to try something and you don't. Now, I'm not saying not all the time, obviously. Like if you're like, dude, man, take this fucking hit of cocaine, dude, off this fucking stripper's ass, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that might not be a good idea depending on what you're doing. You might not want to do certain things, but I mean, and it's always double-edged sword too. That's another thing, because that's another thing. You're told take the opportunities. Well, sometimes they're not. That's not a wise move.
Right.
Right. Well, it's
But how many times will I ever get to snort cocaine off a stripper's ass?
Here's the trick of
you
life.
do it, man.
But
You have the
don't
opportunity.
Take that opportunity. Like, what if I didn't like snort that coke off that stripper's ass, and I didn't do it. But if I had, I would have been coked out, stayed up to 3 in the morning, walked out to 7-Eleven, and while I was getting some fucking smokes that I never smoked, but fuck it,
You're getting them anyhow.
tweaking, whatever. So I'm at a 7-Eleven. And I meet the girl of my dreams.
Right.
Guess what would have happened if I hadn't smoked? Or
Yeah.
snorted
Snorted that
coke?
off that. You see, you never.
I would have never have met the girl of
my dreams. That's what I'm saying. This stuff's
No,
all.
it doesn't fucking matter.
And it's not just in relationships, but also in say like jobs, and people say, oh, you'll get that thing. You may never get that shit.
No, simple as this. You would have never hurt your knee if you would have stopped and coughed or scratched your balls for a second or adjusted yourself.
And it's kind of funny though.
And if you think about it, I want to before that, like if there's something you could have done, like thought, oh, I need to stop for a second and fucking adjust my balls, or oh, did I stop? Did I my fucking wallet? You stop for a second, check your pocket, move again. You don't get hurt. Your life is completely different from that point on.
Or even if I did, like if I hurried up, for instance, that morning, I remember I got a clock, a talking clock that I had ordered. And I remember they had it at the office for me. So I went in. This is when we were still apartments, obviously. So right away, I was like, oh, I got to get my talking clock, man. I get down at the office. Instead, if I would have just waited on that clock and walked my ass to work, then maybe I wouldn't have got hit by that car.
Exactly. Everything happens that way. If I wouldn't have, now there's small, it's the butterfly effect in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. And
like you pick your nose, and you like look at the booger for a second and stop walking, and then the fucking lamp that was going to hit you before drops a foot in front of you. You're like, wow, I could have died.
Or you flick that booger down on the sidewalk. Now a bunch of ants come up and they pick it up and they take to eat it. Now they're all trailing into somebody's apartment trying to get that because there's food in there. Now they trailed that up. Now someone went out and sprayed some ant killer there, and when they sprayed the ant killer, didn't know it went into someone else's to the ground, which someone else's drinking water. They took it up to a little baby that they fed it through a goddamn bottle, and it put the little child in the fucking hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
All from flicking that booger.
That was it all starts from the booger.
it's all chain reaction. Yeah, like it's so you don't really know anything. No one knows anything.
We don't. We really don't.
We don't.
No.
Now the thing is, we're getting better at predictive stuff, and at some point we're going to be able to predict a lot of shit that. I mean, we're already really good at predicting some shit, like trends, like global trends and stuff.
Well, sure.
But individual trends and stuff. It's just incredible. People are so you gotta live your life like this. No, you don't. You can be as depressed as you want to in your life. Now I can look at you and go, God, you're
a wreck.
Can't stand being around you.
Right.
You're fucking annoying. You're a goddamn Eeyore.
I guess my thing is follow your own path, man. Don't let people tell you need to do this, you need to do that.
That's all you really do.
Yeah.
Even when you're following other people's paths, you're still folling your own.
Yeah, because people will come up and tell you stuff, like they'll come up and say,
because little things will happen because that's the thing about groupthink. Another thing is people think well, I'm a Catholic, right?
Right.
Oh, you're a Catholic, all right. So you believe everything in the Bible, in the Bible that
Catholic
the Catholic
Church.
religion believes. Every single thing. Well, no, I don't. Well, then you're not really a Catholic.
No.
Because in order to actually be a Catholic, you have to believe
to their rules, yeah.
Single fucking rule.
And you have to live by them.
Well, yeah. That's the group
Every
thing.
single one.
Can't have meat
Or
on
else you're not
Fridays, whatever it
truly
is.
a Catholic, right?
Yeah, they'll
Like,
tell you that too. You're not really a
So-
Catholic if you do this. You know.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean, it's a facade. It's just we feel comfortable in groups. We're a herd-based culture. We like society. We like to be together. We're gregarious. We're not a solitary society.
No.
That's why introverts and people who are solitary always looked on like kind of weird or bitchy or
Right, like, oh, you just think you're too good.
Well,
or-
even in your everyday life, like you said, even when it comes to working and stuff, you know how many people have told me the right way to run this station?
Oh, yeah, everybody has the key.
Yeah, and then when they'll come in right away and they'll tell you, oh, well, did you change this, you change that? And then you listen to them, and then when it goes wrong, they say, but you didn't do it exactly how I told you to.
Or they'll blame you. If
Or
it
they'll
doesn't
blame
work
you,
for
like,
you,
hey,
you must be an idiot.
Yeah, it didn't work for you because you just didn't do it right.
Reminds me of when my brother tried to rearrange my wallet. Remember, he was like, "Oh, I got a better money system for you." And then when I fucked the thing up every time, and I told him, "Hey, man, that was horrible. That was the shittiest system I ever." And right away it was, "What are you, stupid?" You know, rather than you're the dumb nigga that came up with it, not me.
But I'm going to do a version of this tonight because you gave me a good idea. I'm actually going to do one of these on the little thing I do tonight. You're so full of it. So I'm going to cover this bullshit.
So check out Jerkman's blog tonight on this. You're so full of it.
You're so full of it.
On youtube.com/alltalkradio.
Yeah.
And
vlog, video log.
Video log.
Vlog, yeah, man.
Vlog.
Well, those are dope.
Yeah, someone even told me to call it a vlog.
Oh, I thought it was called a vlog.
Well, video.
It is a
video
vlog.
Yeah,
VLOG.
vlog. Yeah.
Vlog,
Yeah.
video log.
There you go.
But yeah.
And I call blogs are not the same, dude.
Cruz, I'd like to hear you
blogs
do
are
something.
text. Dumb fuck.
Blogs are typed. I know.
Don't you know that? Don't you know? No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jerkman.
I know. I'm stupid.
Well, Charlie.
I got to do it your way.
Jerkman's not.
Is there a silver lining on this one?
Yeah, there is. One day. So this is teaching you patience, Jerkman.
Yeah,
Jerkman.
One day you're going to learn about patience, and
You know
you're
what
going
this is teaching you, Jerk? This is teaching you how many people would love to throw shit and bullshit you and blow smoke up your ass. That's what it's showing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's about
a lot
what
of
it
people are
is.
full of
You're
shit.
learning a
That's what
lot.
you're learning.
No, it is a true statement. Every situation is a learning experience. You take from it what you get.
Right.
But a lot of times, like somebody said, like one of my favorite responses. I was proud of this when I was younger. This girl, she was cute. You know, she's pretty. She was like one of those I'm gonna be somebody type persons. You know, going up to the ranks and I'm gonna do this and I rock climb and blah 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 blah. And she's like, you know, growth is a great thing. I know. Yeah. Well, I go, well, tumors grow as well. You know that, right?
That's not so good.
And she goes, oh, stop. And I'm like, no, it's true. Because something grows doesn't mean it's not
good.
malignant. It's good.
That's true.
Well,
Growth isn't
I
always
do the
good.
same thing to
You
people
can
that
grow mean, you can grow bitter, you can grow isolated, and you got to watch yourself. Because see, the whole point of life is to actually, in my opinion, or another part of my philosophy of life.
Yeah.
You know, in mine, personal, obviously, I don't give a fuck if anybody else believes it, but I know that I like it. And I like to tell people because it makes people think. And I love exchanging philosophies, not to tell people how to think, but to give people perspective and go, oh, I never thought of it that way.
That's what I try to
Let me
do.
think about it like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, my philosophy is that you make yourself into the person you want to be, but not like a fucking building a house. But it's like by watching yourself and going, oh, I'm doing this. I don't want to do that, so I will stop doing that. Not by like, well, I'm going to make myself into this kind of person. You know?
So in other words, learn from you, not from others. Learn from yourself, not from
Learn
others.
from yourself, and you learn from others, but it's always back to yourself. That's all you really got.
Right.
You're the center of everything.
That's it. Learn from the shit that affects you from others.
And some
you know?
things I just don't think there's truly a really lesson to be learned. Sometimes
shit just happens.
Yeah, it just fucking happens.
Well, even if it, you know, like Cruise Control was saying, the lesson may not be a good lesson.
Right.
You know, it may suck, and you can. But to sit and put shit.
And that's exactly what I said.
Put
That's
frosting on a turd is like, you know, come on.
And no, that's how they sit there and say, well, this is how you
Part
grow.
of the problem with our society is that everything is about what could we have done better? How could we have prevented this? Oh my God, a hurricane came and killed 500,000.
How can we stop it?
5,000. How could we have prevented this disaster? By not living where there are fucking hurricanes. Okay. Otherwise, you might build better walls and stuff, but you can't predict and stop certain things. Oh, how could we have stopped that bridge from collapsing? Yes, you may have been able to stop that, but I guess my point is, or even how can we have kept this relationship together? It's all about someone has to be to blame.
Yeah.
And someone has to be at fault, and someone has to fucked up somewhere.
Oh, it's her
and a lot
fault.
of times,
Fuck her. It's
shit
her fault.
Just happens. Well, yeah. Well, it might be. It might be in her mind, but that's only that. But that's and in her mind, it's probably not.
No, in her mind. Well, she says she felt that way, but you know, in her mind, she didn't have to be with me. It wasn't something she had to do. So you know, it's just whatever you believe in. Like you said, it comes back to what you're going to feel inside about it.
What you believe in, and that's where trust comes in, because you have to trust the person that you are investing in is going to be thinking the same thing, and so you have to be very wary. Does she think this, or do I want her to think this?
Right? Or is this the way I feel, and I'm opposing the way I feel upon her?
Because you want her to feel that.
You want her to feel like that.
Well, how dare she not feel that way about me? I feel that way about her.
She said she loved me, so she feels the exact same kind of love I feel. No,
exactly. Exactly.
We know that's not true. If the mutuality's never there, so
nothing's ever true. Yeah. It's all different, and you can't like there's like I think of friendship differently, man, and it's like you know, some people do too. It's like you know Max, you always get mad. Oh man, dude, give me a call all the time. God damn, stop bugging me. While other people are like, hey man, we're friends. That's what friends do, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so you guys, I would actually look into, Max, and you might want to look into this book, and I've read it before. It's called Please Understand Me.
Oh.
And it's I don't know if they have it in talking books. It's about personality types. It's about the INTP, the ENTJ, the different personality, and it just proves the point that everybody's now there are patterns to everything. Like there are similarities between me and certain people. You know, like me and Colin in some ways have some similar traits.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, you know, in some ways, like I could be I can get my self-righteous mode on and certain shit, you know, and you know, but the point is, so we might have similar personalities in a general sense. Now, in specifics, we're very different. You know,
yeah.
But the point is that there are patterns. So, I guess my point is that everyone has their own perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can't expect people to behave like some people aren't going to be like, oh, well, you're not romantic. Well, I am romantic. I got you a little note, but you didn't give me flowers.
And they didn't see it as you being romantic, right? They seen it, their perspective on it.
Right.
Now, a lot of it is society. Now, a lot of the society was placed upon people because our society is very, very extroverted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to push certain people to try to act different ways, and of course with the media, it's there's so many factors. See, that's something. There's no real. You can't separate all this shit.
Yeah.
So you just basically got to go, especially with relationships. The biggest thing is don't blame yourself.
Mm-mm.
Don't blame them, really, because think about it. You broke up with me. We weren't meant to be together, and now we're not.
Yeah, you have to be.
No,
with me.
you know what? It's mainly the idiots that say all the stupid shit they say to you.
You
know
know
what I'm saying?
We could have been great together, but we're not together anymore.
Right,
well,
and
then you would have been great together, because if you would have been, you wouldn't
be separate, right? And that's the whole thing, and that's what my point is when I come down to this. It's, you know, obviously she did not look at our love the same way I did. She couldn't have, because if not, she would still be here, because I would have been there.
Absolutely.
So, you know, she may have loved me her way, which I don't doubt she did. But the fact is that her way wasn't my way.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Yep.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
Except, and you can hope and dream to find someone else, but you can't push it. And that's the thing. You get to that point where like, oh, is this person going to be that way? Is this person? And then you start looking for full. It's called confirmation bias. It's where I thought the same thing with feminists when they look around for sexism all the time. If you look around for sexism, you're going to find it.
Sure.
And I can find it anywhere. If you're going to look around for something and try to find something, and it's the same thing with the person. If you're going to look around for someone who's yours, oh, this person really gets me. They smiled at me.
Right.
And I think that smile.
And
now
that means they love me. They may just be your friend, and then you're getting all cornbally on them.
We're the best.
They might think, oh, this person's cool, so they'll fuck, and then, well, we're fucking, now we're we're fucking, and then they're like, oh, we just fucked.
Or they could be doing the same thing you're doing. They could be looking, and you both found each other, but you weren't really truly meant. But you're both thinking you were, so you both hook up, and all of a sudden, wham, one breaks off because, wait a minute, this is not what I thought it was.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Of course.
That can happen. You know. But I guess the whole rant was about, you know, stupid people who say shit, you know, false things to you that aren't, you know.
And like even enlightenment, you know, like I said, you know, they talk about, well, this is going to bring you towards enlightenment, you know. Okay, enlightenment's fine, but if you're going to pass away and you believe that there is a higher place that you're going to in enlightenment, once you get there, shouldn't you already be enlightened? I mean, why do you have to go?
No, actually, hey, here's a good saying here. Enlightenment's wonderful unless you're a gremlin.
Right.
Bright light.
In other words, oh, light's great. Burn. Fuck.
Yeah, it's all perspective, man.
How about this term? Light is wonderful, but when you turn on a thing from a Stephen King book that I always remember, you can turn the light on in the room, but you can't unsee what you see when the light's turned on.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, either way, it's not just, there's nothing good or a lot of things are just there.
Well, and a lot of
they're
times
good
too,
and bad.
people add these things in because their whole idea is that at the end of this, which none of us know, that there's a God or there's this heavenly place we all go to, and we're learning these lessons in order to cross into those pearly gates. Okay, what if you're right, Cruz? Maybe there's nothing after this,
and it's possible.
And we've learned all this for what? You're going to die. You will never be able. It's like going out and taking your whole life to study to be a lawyer, and then dying the next day.
The purpose is the purpose. In other words, living is you live to live.
You live to live. Exactly right.
That's
you get your endorphins going as much as you can and feel as good as possible for
whatever you
life,
can.
so.
Right.
Hey, that's like that song by Alanis Morissette. Ironic, where she says a man hit the lottery and died the next day.
Yeah, I
Same
mean,
shit.
Yeah, so none of us truly know. We spew bullshit out to comfort one another, pretty much, is what it really truly is. And also, you know, a lot of people put this out to comfort themselves. Sometimes it's not even so much for you.
True.
Yeah,
It's for themselves.
It's for themselves to keep themselves going, because we will feed ourselves full of bullshit every day to want to keep striving for that next day to want to get the fuck up. You know, and it's like I've always said too. All these people that pray to God, and I see them come up on my Facebook, which they have every right to do. I don't care if they do this or they don't. But it kind of shocks me that they wake up every day and thank God they woke up again. Wouldn't you want to go to sleep and die so you could be next to God right away? Why would you want to be thanking Him for another goddamn day?
Because it's fear, man. And I'm telling you, man. At some point in our history, if we survive long enough and we conquer death, it will change
dramatically. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Everything changes at that point.
Yeah.
Which
no need to look for God anymore because you live here eternal, huh?
no need to look for God. No need to worry about you just.
Right.
You get re-downloaded into a new body. Now I'm sure there'll still be death.
Well, yeah. I mean, your body can be crushed or something and die.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, a lot of conspiracy theorist people are also very big in the Bible. I've noticed that.
Yeah, there are a lot. I don't really, because I have noticed when I go out and try to watch some of these videos, they start going to Palms or they go to Jacob, and I'm like, I want to hear facts. I don't want to hear about your fucking fairy tales.
According to Matthew 7:54.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about your palms or the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah, well, they'll say crazy shit.
How we're all living in the end of days every day.
Yeah, well, I just saw one like that today. That's why I put up that post, where it's funny that, these people who, claim that the government's out to get them and this and that and whatever, yet believe in a man-made book that's set up to control them.
And that reminds me, listen to conspiracy theories. Yeah, we're gonna push all that, and we're gonna talk the Bible too.
Oh,
okay, I'm not doing that.
Well, that's what's funny. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Cruise Control.
I'm GJ, still learning my lessons, Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.